everybody, I'm Mrs. K from the Arcadia Public Library. This is an instruction video that will help you put together one of the crafts in the craft packets that we'll be giving away the week of February 7th, 2022. All of the crafts that we've selected are related to African American inventors. The three inventors that we're featuring are Garrett Morgan, who invented an improved stoplight, Isaac R. Johnson, who invented an improved bicycle frame, and Lewis Latimer, who invented an improved filament for a light bulb. So let's go ahead and get started with the instruction for this craft, the light bulb craft. And you'll find links to videos that are already on the internet for the other two crafts. Inside your bag, you'll find these supplies paperclip together. You'll need to start with the light bulb and the yellow film that goes on top of it. It's a good idea to cut these out together because that way you only have to cut once instead of having to cut twice and trying to make them the same size. If you like, you can kind of staple them together a little bit so they don't slip. You don't have to though. I prefer not to. I just kind of hold on to it with my thumb and just see how you can cut around and just cut them both at the same time. Once you cut these two, we're going to have to make some different parts for your light bulb. We're going to use our black paper to make the little part that screws in and also the base to it. We're going to use our black paper for that. And we're also going to need to make the filament, which is actually why we chose to do this craft for Black History Month, because one of the inventors who created a carbon filament was African American. His name is Lewis Latimer. And when you're making your filament, you can do it any way you like. You can do it as you just saw I did with a little squiggly, or you could make it into kind of a little M shape. Really, you can shape the little chenille stem any way you like. One thing I think that is important though is that you make the ends of it match up with the ends of the little base there, as you can see. Just because that makes sense for the electricity to be able to flow, for them to have that connection. So you kind of want to make sure that both sides are connected so that it looks a little bit more realistic. I like to staple it on first because once you get it glued onto the brown paper, you might not have a stapler that's large enough. I tried gluing it before and it really didn't stick with glue, so it's better to staple it. If you don't have a stapler, you could try gluing it. You probably just need some liquid glue. What you want to do is just trim the little black paper off so that it's about the right size as the base of your light bulb. Then you're going to cut 3 small pieces of paper like so. And when you glue them on, I would just leave just a little bit of space between them, just to kind of make it evident that they're separate and not just all one big piece. And then cut a little wedge-shaped piece for the bottom. That's going to be the base of the light bulb. Kind of completes the image of it being a light bulb. What I'm doing here is just trimming it to make sure that it's kind of even on both sides. And as you can see, we're just about ready to just glue everything down. Make sure you get a nice heavy coat of glue so that it'll stick well. And again, you're just going to put all 3 of those pieces of paper that you cut in a nice even line with just a little bit of space between them so that you have a realistic looking light bulb. Okay, we're almost finished now. Got our light bulb all constructed. Just need to put the film on. And since you cut it the same time as you cut out your light bulb, it should already be the right size. Again, just get a nice heavy coating of glue. And what I would do is just kind of start at the base. Make sure you got it started on the right spot and just kind of push it from the base up. If you end up with a few wrinkles, you can pull it back up again and kind of smooth it out if you need to. Because right now, while it's still wet, you can do that. Once you get it all smoothed out, what I like to do is just add some yellow crayon to make it look a little bit more like it's glowing. And that is your light bulb craft.